Okay, here comes the fun part of our show tonight. Our 2-on-2 segment is going to be two conservatives, two liberals battling it out. And on my team, nationally syndicated radio talk show host, the great one, Mark Levin. Our opponents, Democratic strategist, Fox News contributor Laura Schwartz. And for the Young Democrats for America, we have Jane Fleming. Our first topic. All right, Hillary Clinton is in for 2008. Laura, I know you worked for Bill Clinton for quite a period of time. Is she the most qualified person in the country right now to be president?
Hey, if you look at her credentials on paper next to anyone, absolutely. I thought it was a great announcement yesterday, a strong start for her.
What makes her so qualified? Instead of the platitudes, what makes her so qualified?
35 years of advocacy, Sean. You're looking at a woman who was one of the top 200 women lawyers when she was still in Arkansas.
According to
As a first lady, according to the Law Review, she was, if you look back, I think it was in the early 80s. And then you look at her time as First Lady, did a lot for education for the state of Arkansas. As a First Lady, spoke out on international women's rights in Beijing and around the world.
You're going to look in the camera tonight. You're going to tell America Hillary Clinton's the most qualified person to be president today. Yes or no?
Absolutely. If you look at her record from in the White House to the Senate to today and seen the advocate that she can be not only for the state of New York but the country, I'd vote for her.
Well, first of all, Sean, we know all those great cases she had. Can anybody name one? I can't. Not as a defendant, as a lawyer. Hopefully she'll stop the Kucinich juggernaut that's going on out there. I mean, it's stunning that Hillary Clinton's decided to run. You got Clinton and Edwards and Richardson just announced today. They're all basically French Democrats. They don't like capitalism. They want to surrender when it comes to fighting the war. She wants to impose socialist health care where we can't choose our own doctors. So a big yawn from me.
No, Mark, she doesn't at all.
Don't
put words into her mouth.
Well, name one case. Name one case she handled, one of the greatest attorneys in the United States.
Go ahead, Laura, name one.
All right, next question.
I don't have it.
Name
Look
one?
at the Law Review. Go back to... No, Sean, but I'm telling you, this is a woman who's
let me ask an easier question. Hang on.
Favorable rating.
Wait a minute. You think she's so great? I want you to specifically name an accomplishment that she's had in her life. Tell us what they are.
The Adoptive Awareness Act. When she was First Lady, she really worked hard on pushing that through.
That makes you qualified to be president?
It increased adoptions and lowered abortions in this country.
That's fine, but that makes you qualified to be president?
She also pushed for nationalization of immunizations, which resulted in shortages, which resulted in less production of immunization.
Are you talking about the bipartisan bill that went through last November that she sponsored with the Republicans, where more children got the vaccine than ever before?
All right, let me go to Jane Fleming.
She's a leader that can go across the aisle.
Let's get your reaction to the big announcement.
I think any time a female, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat, runs for office or is in office, it's a great thing for America.
And what if a guy said that? What if it said, any time a guy runs for office, Mark, we're behind the guy?
Sean, the difference is that there's fewer females on the Hill. You know that. And so we need to show...
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
We need to show our young girls and our young boys that females can hold powerful positions and do a good job.
I'm all for young females running for whatever they want. You won't get any complaint out of me. It's just that this particular female is a big leftist. She was a lawyer for the Black Panthers. Now she was for the war. She voted to send American troops
McCain was for the war against the war, too.
And he's a good guy in that respect. She voted to send our armed forces into battle and then has spent the rest of the time undermining them.
You know, I guess...
she led the fight for bulletproof armor. Then when we found out that they did not have what they needed.
I know you're a big Clinton sycophant. I know you're in the Clinton camp. I know you're friends with Bill and Hillary. But we got to put this in some perspective here. You know what? She's been all over the map on Iraq. And, you know, as I look at this woman, it seems that we are a society, we love stars, we love celebrities. I see Hillary as not somebody that's accomplished anything or has the qualifications to be president, but people know her, look up, she's a star. But if you tell me, you can't even tell me your position on Iraq today, she's changed so often. What are her core values?
What are her core values? Last week when she came back. Hey, Sean, if you're going to ask me where she is in Iraq, let me tell you. Okay.
But the point is, what are her core values? What is the inspiration, the way she's going to lead this country, Laura?
Sean,
well, first on the war, Sean. Okay, so she voted for the war to go to war. She said recently if we knew now, or if we knew then what we know now, she couldn't have voted for it. She voted, though.
Her own husband said they were weapons of mass destruction.
Because it was based on faulty evidence, false assurances, and
but her own husband made the case 3 years earlier.
Okay, but this is
Democrats-
Hillary's campaign, and this is Hillary's position, Sean.
Oh.
And you look at when she came back last week after going face-to-face in Iraq and in Afghanistan. She said,
Quick break,
listen,
guys.
we will not cut funding for
She's
it.
made it clear.
Hang on, we
should
got to
look
take a
at
quick break.
consequences for the Maliki government that's failing.
More of our 2 on 2 on the other side of the break. Then we're going to show you an astonishing image and lots of them.